Assalamu alaikum. In today's lesson, we're going to talk about the first if conditional. Okay, we use the first if conditional with future situations that have a reasonable probability of happening. Like, for example, if you work hard, you will pass your exam. It's easy for you to work hard, so it's easy for you to pass your exam. It's not impossible or unlikely or anything like that. You need to remember that the first if conditional is related to high probability situations. This will be very important when you study the second if conditional, in which we talk about things which are unlikely to happen or almost impossible to happen. Okay. Also remember that if we put if in the middle of the sentence, we're going to make some changes. So when you put if at the beginning of the sentence, we use the present here. If you work hard, that's the present. And then a comma, and then we use the future will pass. But if you put if in the middle of the sentence, we put the future before it and then the present after it. You will pass your exam if you study hard. So be careful regarding the position of the word if in the sentence. Here is at the beginning and here is in the middle. Okay, here's another example. The boss will not be happy if we're late for the meeting. So we have if in the middle, right? And that's why we're going to use the future form at the beginning of the sentence. The boss will not be happy, will not be happy. And then we have if, and then we have the present here. And again, that's the first conditional. And again, we're talking about situations which are likely to happen. If we're late, the boss will be happy. It's not impossible. It might happen. Okay. Now, if you use an imperative, and basically an imperative means an order. Come and see us. So that's an imperative. Come and see us if you have time. So if you use an imperative, you're going to use the present in the two situations. Come, that's present. Have time, that's also present. And the reason is that we're using an imperative, which is like an order. Do this. Come and see us if you have time. Look at this example. Alison will not come unless she's invited. So unless has the same meaning of if not. We can say Alison will not come if she is not invited. Compare between this one and that one. Unless she's invited, if she is not invited. So unless basically means if not. Here's another example. I will not go unless you go. Again, unless means if not. So we can say I will not go if you don't go. Unless means if, and then not, don't go here. We use don't because it's the present simple. Okay. Let's do some exercises because the exercises will help you understand this better. Look at these situations here. Complete with the present simple or the future. Like this example. That girl space into trouble if she doesn't wear her uniform. So can you put get in the right form? What are you going to say? Are you going to say that girl will get into trouble or that girl gets into trouble if she doesn't wear her uniform? Take some time to think. And also answer the other questions, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You need to have a pencil and a piece of paper, write down your answers. And of course, you need to pause this video a little bit so you could have a chance to write your answers. And then I'm going to show you the answers. Okay, pause now. Okay, now I will show you the answers. That girl will get into trouble if she doesn't wear her uniform. If you use gets, that's wrong because we have if in the middle of the sentence. That means you're gonna need to use the future form at the beginning. Number 2, if you hand in your homework late, the teacher will not grade it. That's the future here, will not grade it. If you hand in your homework late, the teacher will not grade it. Present here and future here. Don't write anything unless you are sure. We're supposed to use the present, and the present of verb to be is are, unless you are sure. Number 4, Gary will be suspended if his behavior doesn't improve. We need to use the present. Number 5, they will be late for school unless they hurry. We also need to use the present. Let's take more exercises so you can really understand this rule in a better way. Okay. You will basically need to do the same thing. You have to put these verbs in the right form. Please pause the video, take some time, write your answers on a piece of paper. Okay, now I'll show you the answers. Ask me if you don't know what to do. Present simple. Why? Because this is the imperative. Remember this? I told you if you use an imperative, then you're gonna use present here and present there. An imperative is like an order. Ask me. I'm ordering you to ask me if you don't know what to do. Number 7. Johnny will be punished if he shouts at the teacher again. Present simple. Don't forget to add S. If you don't add S, then you have made a mistake, my friend. You gotta add S. Why? Because the subject is he. If the subject is he or she or it, you have to put S at the end of the verb when it's the present simple. Number 8, my sister will graduate from college this year if she passes all her exams. So that's the future because if is in the middle of the sentence. Number 9, I will not go out tonight unless I finish my homework. Unless means if not. It comes in the middle of the sentence sometimes. What you need to do is to put the future before it. And finally, call me if you need some help. Here, if came before the verb, so we need to use the present form. If you need some help with your project, not if you will need, if you need. If you write will need, that's a mistake for sure. Okay, that was the end of the lesson. I hope it was useful for you.